Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Yael Israel Ben Living coming at you again with another video. I want you to join me in the Torah, in the book of Leviticus, chapter 17. And I want to start at verse 11. Because verse 11 is used a lot by many Christians and Messianics that talks about the blood atonement of Yeshua. And this is a verse they use a lot to proof text and to support their opinion. So let's read it. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. And then they close the book and go on into their dialogue about how this proves without a shadow of a doubt you need blood to have forgiveness of sin and to have atonement for sin. You have to have blood. Now, yes, is that true? Now, yes, backtrack to Leviticus chapter 5. And let's start our reading in verse 5. And it shall be when he shall be guilty in one of these things that he shall confess that he has sinned in that thing. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto Jehovah for his sin which he has sinned. A female from the flock, a lamb or a kid of the goats, for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him concerning his sin. And if he is not able to bring a lamb, then he shall bring for his trespass which he has committed 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons unto Jehovah, one for the sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. 8. And he shall bring them unto the priest, who shall offer that which is for the sin offering first, and wring off his head from his neck, but shall not divide it asunder. Verse 9. And he shall sprinkle the blood of the sin offering upon the side of the altar, and the rest of the blood shall he throw out on the bottom of the altar. It is a sin offering. And he shall offer the second for a burnt offering according to the manner. And the priest shall make an atonement for him for his sin which he has sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. But if he is not able to bring 2 turtle doves or 2 pigeons, then he that sinneth shall bring for his offering a 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a sin offering. He shall put no oil upon it, neither shall he put any frankincense thereon, for it is a sin offering. Then shall he bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his handful of it, even a memorial thereof, and burn it on the altar according to the offering made by fire unto Jehovah. It is the sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him as touching his sin that he has sinned in one of these things, and it shall be forgiven him. And the remnant shall be the priest as a meat offering. So we could plainly see Yahweh has made it perfectly clear. He lists out things that can be used in the ritual of getting atonement. And one of the things you see missing from this list is a Messiah. A righteous man can be used in the atonement ritual. And one of the biggest things I wanted to point out to you within what I just read to you, flour is not blood. So if Jehovah needs blood, has to have blood, why would Jehovah say you could bring flour and still receive atonement for your sin. There's a story in the Torah as well when the plague hit the people that Yahweh had Aaron to run throughout the camp burning incense, and that atoned for the people. Incense is not blood. Flour is not blood. So when you go back and look at Leviticus chapter 17 verse 11, and most of all, when you look at the whole chapter in its context, it is forbidden. The context is it is forbidden to consume blood. That is really what chapter 17 is all about. But Yahweh is letting you know the only thing that you can do with blood is you can use it in the ritual of atonement. He never said the only thing you can use is blood. Because we see money can atone. Flour. He named what type of animals you can give. But never did he say that the Messiah can be offered up or a righteous person can atone for the sins of others. He never said that could be offered up to him as a burnt offering. Never. So let us be honest with what the texts say. Let us stop superimposing on the text concepts and principles that are not there. No one can die for your sin to atone for it. Yahweh never said to the people that a righteous man can be offered in your stead. Yahweh don't even like human sacrifices. That thought never entered his mind for human sacrifice. The people surrounding Israel did such abominations. And in time, we can see through reading the Torah, we see that our ancestors did not obey Yahweh. Because he said, do not learn from the nations that surround you. And what did they do? They learned from the nations surrounding them. And they took on abominable practices and tried to incorporate it with the type of worship that Yahweh gave them. Yahweh never said that you could offer a righteous person on the altar. He never said, offer your children unto me upon the altar as to carry it out. Because I know many people will quickly run to the test of Abraham. When Yahweh tested Abraham by saying, offer your beloved son to me. He was testing him. He was trying to prove how devoted Abraham was to him. If he really wanted Abraham to offer up his son, he would have allowed him to do it. But you can see that is not how the story goes. He quickly stopped Abraham when he realized how much Abraham did love him and that he was willing to carry out the task given him. It was only a test. And you see what Yahweh did. He gave him an animal to replace his son. He didn't have stuck in the thicket a righteous man to take the place. He had an animal. So let's just be honest. Let's stop trying to make the text say things that it doesn't. Now somebody could be saying, well, you're doing the same. Because you're saying he was only given the blood to be used in the ritual of of atonement. And the only reason I'm saying that because it says it in the text that he said, I have given you the blood to be upon the altar. So that's letting you know blood can be used for the ritual of atonement. But he did not say only blood will atone. Because if that was the case, he would not have incense do it. He would not have money do it. And he would not have flour. Because the three things I just named is not blood. And plus, we see when you read Psalms 51, you see that King David received atonement for that which he did. He didn't offer a sacrifice to receive atonement and to receive forgiveness of sin. Yahweh forgave him, and his sin was atoned for. So let's just be honest with the text. You stop making it say things that it doesn't. You stop twisting it and bending it up so it will support what too many of our people believe it is saying when it is not saying it. So yes, remember, let us return to Yahweh, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let us return to the righteous path of living, which is the Torah. Yes, live that way. We can see when our people lived according to the Torah in a righteous state. Yes, return back to that. But let us not follow the example of our people in their wickedness. Because one thing about the Hebrew scriptures, it shows us in being right before Yahweh, and it also shows us in our wickedness before Yahweh. And it let us know that which we did that inflamed his wrath against us. Let us not continue them practices. But the sad thing is, many of our people are yet perfecting the wicked practice of our ancestors when they did not walk upright before the face of Yah. So let us understand what is being said in the Torah. Let us look at it a little deeper. Let us keep our minds open to learning. Let us not close our minds. This is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levin. Shalom, love, and blessings.